Hi guys, Johnny O here. We're at the body shop dropping off the Grand National, and I'm going to take a quick run down the car and look at various things and point out various things that I know that we're going to deal with on the car. Okay, let's see, where do we start? Well, we're going to replace the door handles and the door locks. The gaps are too wide on the door. That's what the body guy says. We're going to fix that. We're going to replace new emblems. Let's see here. This is well, the bumper fillers are shot, obviously. I got an aftermarket Kenny Bell scoop on there. We're going to pull that off and paint it, and still continue to use that. New headlight bezels, turn signal markers, new grille, new Buick emblem, grill springs. See how that's floppy because of the springs are shot. I got front bumperette guards for here. I'm not sure if I'm going to replace this impact strip or not. Maybe we can clean it up with some Armor All and make it look nice. New turn signal lights, new bezels. Oh, let's see. Same on this side for all this stuff. You can see the paint is fading. I don't know if it'll show in the video at all. There's no wax on this at all because I wanted the body guys to see what they're dealing with. Probably gonna replace or paint the trim molding. That is if I don't go with GNX flare, so I don't think I'm going to do that though. New power antenna. This is stuck up, so we're going to replace that. New wiper blades. There's the dash pad that's cracked. New mirror gaskets. I think we're going to just paint this trim if it needs it. I'm not sure if it needs it or not. I'm assuming it does. We'll see what the body guy says. Door handle again. You can see the paint's coming off. It's all chipped or peeling off. Same thing with the door lock. These are my original Grand National rims that are on here, and it's my worst set of rims. I put these on here just to move it around the body shop. I got better rims at home. This trim piece has been marred up a little bit. I may have to replace all the trim pieces. This one, the long one. You can see we got like a ripple here where it's been pounded or something. We need to pull the trim off and see if there's rust underneath there. We'll pull this T-top. This is the better side here. New weather stripping. Not sure if I see any rust in here on this side, but there's definitely rust on the other side. And these steel plates, G-Body Parts makes a kit with these where they're stainless steel and they're the correct color and everything. I'm going to get that kit. I think I see a little rust underneath that. Well, maybe, yeah, that piece of weather stripping. And we got paint coming off of here with the stainless steel kit. This piece comes with it, I believe. We got rust inside the doors. The other side is a lot worse, but you can see some up there. We're going to deal with all that. We'll replace that switch, the light switch for the door. New sill plate on this side and the other side. I'm not sure if I should replace these jam vents or not. I'm missing a screw here. B-pillar molding. I've got new ones of those. I'm not sure if you can see all the dings here. There's one there, and various little things too, but there's two big ones there. I'm assuming I picked those up from rocks in the many years of driving this thing. This car was painted 15 years ago. So we're going to do the repaint, and a lot of rust was fixed at that point. 15 years ago I had holes back here. You could stick your fingers right through the fenders. Again, rear bumper filler. I think we'll paint the taillight trim. This trim's not too bad, but this trim over here It's looking worn. We got paint coming off of there. This strip looks pretty good. I think I might need new pieces of those though. Let's see. These hinges are rusty. I'm not sure if that's going to matter too much, but I'd like to get rid of all the rust that I can. I think I'm supposed to have a bumper stop up here and here for the license plate. We'll look into that. New trunk lock. This is the worst Grand National emblem. Not sure how well that's going to show up on the camera. It's got green in it, like we get a lot of pollen in my area in the springtime. I think that somehow got in there. I gotta stop saying don't I? Third brake light is pretty dirty. We're gonna clean that up. When I washed it the last time, I had water run down right here on the inside of the window. So I know they're gonna take this window out and they're gonna take the front window out when they do stuff, and they'll check all that out to see what's going on. We'll pop this T-top. We got paint coming off of here. This is the side where we can see a lot of rust. It's built up pretty good right here, all the way down in this corner here also. And obviously new weather stripping. See how the rattle strip is cracked pretty good. This weather stripping and the strip here, they're 15 years old. They were replaced the last time. Let's take a look inside. Well, we got more rust on the door jambs on this side. We're going to replace that switch. I've got new door panels. This is the original door panel. The upper door panels I have. You can see how the fabric is worn off of here. That's from, just many years of use. This car, I'm the original owner of this car, and it's been driven 350,000 miles. So that's a lot of miles of having your arm out here on the window, rubbing things off. I'm hoping I can clean these armrests up, otherwise I'll replace them. New sill strip, I've got those already. They came from G-Body Parts, and the sill strips that I got from them are thicker than the stock ones. They come with the tag, and they give you the new screws also. So the seats, the foam is shot in here. I put new seat covers on it 15 years ago, but I did not replace the headrests. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna replace the headrests. A hole got poked in the seat over here, so all the more reason to just go with new fabric. And the other main thing is, when you rub your hand on here, you can see how there's white showing through the squares. That tells me that the fabric is worn away a bit and getting kind of thin. So I imagine that might rip at some point in time. Still feels pretty thick, but doesn't look right. When you compare it to like the side over here that doesn't get any use, you can see that's holding together good. I got the same thing here sort of. Some of that's dust, but we'll deal with that. We'll replace them both. I pulled the back seat out just because there's no sense having the back seat in there. It's another thing to get dirty at the shop. I'm not sure how easily this part comes out of there, so I just left that in there for now. This is the original back seat from my car. The back seat doesn't get a ton of use. Not a lot of people sitting back here. Has original carpet in here. And let's see. We're going to replace the switches, the lock switches. I haven't found a bezel yet for here. I figure as long as I'm replacing these pieces, I might as well do that too, just to make everything look nice. On the new door panels, I've got new ones of these guys and new pull straps. The mirror, I'm probably going to buy a new mirror for it. I noticed some mirrors have map lights on the bottom. It's an aftermarket thing. I don't know if any Grand Nationals came with that option or not, but I might get one of those and put it in there. It might be a nice feature to have. When we look at some of the interior, we got a screw hole that's the plastic is busted. So basically, there's something wrong with almost every piece of the T-top plastic. No, this one's not too bad, but it's pretty dirty. So, where is it? More so on this side. We got some breakage here. We got a piece missing here. This piece is broke. And the sun visor, I don't know if any of you other guys ever have this problem. My passenger side sun visor, it has the vanity mirror in it, so there's a hard piece on the top when it sits up in here, and it rubs and causes that mark right up here. I pulled the sun visors out of this already. The door handle, that's the original door handle. It's looking pretty crummy. I'm going to replace that, and again, new switches over here on this side. I had put these gauges in there shortly after buying the car, and they're nice. They serve their purpose, but I'm going to get rid of the original 85-mile-an-hour dash, and I bought a G&X style dash with the Stewart Warner gauges. It's all period correct, and I'm going to put that in. And that will cause most, if not all, of these gauges to go away. And if I do need a spot for another gauge, I've got my pod down here that I will put down here that the ScanMaster goes in, and there's an open gauge pod in there. Cigarette lighter is shot. That doesn't work anymore just because it's rusted up. I'm going to replace that. I don't smoke, but that's nice to have just to run an accessory thing off of it. Years ago, I had a CB radio in this car, and if I wanted to stick that back in here, I can power it right off of there. And let's see, what else can we look at? I think that's about it. So I'm going to try to make some videos as we do progress on the car, and I'm not sure how often I can get out here. The shop that we're at here, this is F&R Auto Body. It's on the outskirts of Troy, New York. It's actually a town called Johnsonville. Frank and Chris, nice people, and from what I've seen, they do a lot of work on classic cars and a lot of the older cars. They like this kind of stuff, so I feel confident about bringing this car to them. So that's what we got, and at some point we'll try to do some progress videos, and then when I'm all done, I'll do a final video of the finished product. Thank you very much for watching.